Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Wish 2. So we are in the Infernal Passage, finally, which last time was just randomly, well, I guess not randomly, but suddenly open to us without any further explanation or, you know, anything, really. It just was. I guess, even though the wolf is trying his best to keep us from reaching the peak, because there was a message from the wolf pinned to the door of the entrance before, right? Or am I making that up? Telling us we couldn't go there? But now it's just gone, so he decided to actually unbar the door for us because he actually does want us to enter? I don't know. If this actually makes sense, or if it's just a, thinly veiled game mechanic that was just not allowing us to proceed through there to the endgame area until we were supposed to. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We are facing this dragon here, which I'm just going to go ahead and talk to again. I don't suppose it makes any difference what I say, really, because I've gone back and forth, but ultimately decided that we're going to fight it because, as it turns out, and I did confirm this just now, it wasn't just a matter of me like getting too close to it or something, or her, I suppose. I tried sneaking around the corner as tightly as I could, and no, she just turns hostile and starts attacking, and, I really can't be bothered to deal with that kind of crap. That reminds me too much of that one area quite a while ago, where we were supposed to be chased, or it seemed like we were supposed to be chased by that large, basically unkillable creature while, dealing with other enemies and moving around the map, and that's just such a pain. No. Plus, she has become, increasingly obnoxious in this dialogue, or she is going to, I suppose. I would like to know more about you, Dragon. I don't think I asked that last time. Do I really, though? This is not the time for study. Yeah, I suppose I agree. Do you serve the Rokaj? Them? They are too confused and divided to even threaten me. I suppose there were a bunch of dialogue options I just didn't pick last time. How long have you lived here? 300 years. Useless offspring, didn't I ask about that before? I don't know. The young dragon's body is frail. It can't always contain the full power of her kind. Okay. What's this ruin? I don't know, nobody knows. It is old. I claimed it because it was remote and large enough to contain me. The peaks have many such ruins of a forgotten lost people. Yeah, I suppose we have seen evidence of that. What lies beyond the ruin? The highest peaks of the Rokaj, the Aran Peaks, where the humans of the Rokaj come to argue. They have many debates on their mountain, none of which interest me. Of course. Anyway, why are you so annoyed? I guess that's what we have to ask. What was the deal? So you plan to stop me? I don't wish to fight you. Your terms... Actually, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say that first, right? But since we're gonna end up fighting, even though I suppose technically we're supposed to just run, no, that doesn't sound very appealing. Drothnra loses her patience. So is she supposed to be Drothnra or Dothnra? I guess in game the creature, the entity, is named Dothnra. That's the name displayed here. And in the dialogue, it has, I think, used both spellings, or variations, I suppose. So who knows what the original idea was? Does it really matter though? Not really. Anyway, I tried to help you and you refuse? Fine. Leave to the south. Go back through the underworld. I don't care. Leave me. Yeah, except I won't. I hope she's just going to turn hostile right now. I'm even going to save here. She did not turn hostile immediately. Okay. Really? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I cannot actually... Huh. It's interesting. I cannot actually exit, escape out of this conversation. The wolf, blah, blah, blah. You will die for that. There we go. The dragon is surprised. You think you can kill me? I mean, probably. I've managed to kill everything else so far. Sometimes, after a bit of a struggle, but your numbers don't really suggest anything too out of the ordinary. Anyway, yeah, I will fight. Learn humility, human. She spreads her wings wide and takes a deep breath. Okay. Which is fine. We're gonna spread out a bit because, we have to expect magic. of some sort. I could use fireballs, I guess, but I think I'm gonna go with poison. A nice crit to start with. She cured herself, which is fine. Okay, wasted her area attack on a single person. I like that. Is this already... Oh, wait. I can still fix this. Okay. Yeah, I suppose... Walking through any of the red squares means that she would stop me, right? Entering was fine, but if I took one more step even... I suppose... I'm not actually sure how this is gonna work. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I can attack from here, and I will. Yeah. Make her bleed. And I mean, yeah, she is already actually far below... Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, of course. Never mind. Don't mind me. But yeah, significantly below 3,000 health, and I mean, we've seen much worse. Obviously, there might be, you know, more things, other things going on in this fight later, but for now, it doesn't look so bad. Okay, resisted everything, but took decent damage. You know what? No, I'm not gonna have her heal herself yet. Be a potion, because we might need to deal with more before this dungeon is over. We can go ahead and heal her. Okay. It summons constructs. Yeah, of course that would count as slowing. No surprise there, I suppose. Yeah, in fact... Yeah. Never mind, I don't know what I was so confused about. I suppose... Is this... This might be the largest enemy unit we've faced so far, right? I mean, there are a bunch of 2x2s, but have there been any 3x3s? Or have those large, like, plant monstrosities been 3x3 as well, and I'm just... I don't know. Confused for absolutely no reason. The more I think about it, the less sure I am that there's anything special going on here. At all. Anyway, keep on piling more of that sweet damage over time. Okay. I actually got the confusion to stick. And weakness. I mean, that's great. Despite him being blinded, actually. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that it was him who was blinded. I did see that one of us was, but... Well, not that I could have done anything about it during his turn. Okay, I hope this Infernal Construct doesn't hit too hard. It's pretty squishy, actually. I mean... does not have a ton of health at all. Still. Keep focusing on the dragon. Okay, yeah, that's really not that bad. Why don't you stand off to the side there as well? She is resisting everything, but that's okay. Okay. Not so bad. Walk a bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be perfectly in range of everyone. Can do one of these. Okay, just keep doing what we've been doing. I mean, this is... If nothing fundamentally changes about this, I mean, if she does not, like, have an entire second phase... Ah, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, so far this has been shockingly easy. Drothnra stops attacking for a moment. She takes a step backward and mumbles a few words. A spell. The air shimmers with released power. Then things calm down. You check your body, making sure that all of your parts are intact. Seems fine. Seems like the spell changed nothing at all. Then you look at the dragon. She looks different. Vacant, distracted, slightly translucent. Does she? Oh, Drothnra's shade. So she, like, teleported away and switched places with like a copy of herself? A placeholder dragon? Or are we talking about a different type of shade here? Oh, yeah, well. Okay, the dragon is now illusionary. Which in a way is good because, well, I suppose even though this is not the proper dragon, and killing it will not actually accomplish anything, it does take, you know, significantly more damage. In fact, we should be finishing it off right now. There we go. You strike the massive dragon a mighty blow, and she pops like a big soap bubble. She was an illusion, which has now vanished. A deep chuckle echoes through the stone corridors. The dragon's laughing. Your route to the eastern exit is now free. Okay. Cool. Of course, the bad news is that our mage has used up, you know, a non-insignificant portion of her mana. But everyone else is looking fine. There, you can go ahead and heal him. That was, I don't know, not as good as I expected it to be. You know, she can actually drink her potion. Didn't I give him one? No, I suppose not. Fair enough. You can drink a potion. I suppose you can as well. And I guess I'll save that. I mean, I always have my hard save from before starting the episode. Why don't you wait here? Stunted offspring. Okay, we have more small lizards also coming. Wait, what? Oh! I'm dumb, apparently. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was Chip's turn that had come up. Did not mean to walk forward and alert all of these enemies. Actually, you know, I literally just saved. So let's, yeah, do this instead. Right. I mean, I suppose we are going to have to deal with all of them, no matter what. But yeah, I don't know what I'm hoping to achieve here. Should have had him switch places with someone. But that's okay. Actually, you know, we can maybe run away from them for a little bit before we have to, you know, before we're forced into melee. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. But we did take out one of the drakes, or the dragons, actually, not drakes, actual dragons, just young ones. Okay, maybe walk forward a little bit. Right, they can leap. They're called leaping lizards for a reason. Of course, this is a situation that really desperately asks for a fireball. But, you know, since we are going to have to fight the real dragon again, I suppose, at some point, I'm gonna try to recover as much energy as I possibly can here. That thing is just not doing anything. I suppose probably because it cannot actually reach us. I'm just surprised it doesn't have any, or at least isn't using any, you know, range attacks. Good for me, though. Okay, not so bad. Now you're moving. Yeah, of course, because an opening has, well, opened up. Makes sense. Yeah, we've taken some pretty heavy damage here, so unfortunately gonna have to do some healing. There is another one. I suppose I must have seen it at some point. Okay. Maybe leech some health? That would be super nice. Nope, of course not. Never when it would actually be helpful. Another chance. No such luck. Okay, now it's coming. Confusion healing strike, there we go. With any luck, confusion might prevent it from doing anything to us. That would be super nice. Nope. Oh. That dealt absolutely no damage whatsoever. What the hell? 1 damage? 2 damage? 7 damage? I mean... Okay. I'll take it. I'm just very surprised. Okay. Okay. Easy now. I was just about to celebrate the very nice recovery amount here. Not too surprising, considering the number of enemies we defeated. And we got another energy back for that enemy. Awesome. Yeah, not bad at all. I suppose she can drink one of her potions. You can even drink another one. Maybe I should have saved them for later, but, well, I didn't. To the south you see a massive cavern, dug out of the living rock by the dragon's enormous claws. It gets hotter with every step you take. In the distance you see a gate placed to protect the beast's hoard. The dragon's lair is ahead. She would doubtless prefer to sleep out of the way. The exit from this ruin is likely not this way. Yeah, I'm not looking for the exit, I suppose. Oh, wait, she's literally... Oh no, that's a spectral dragon. Not the spectral dragon, I guess. Just a spectral guardian. Spectral does sound like it might be another illusion, though. Taking extra damage, and it did not have nearly as much health as the proper dragon, so that's good. Maybe I should fight my way to the exit first, just to make sure that, you know, if all else fails, I have an escape route. And once the, you know, escape route is secured, I can then fight my way into the horde, I guess. Although, if there's just a closed gate, then fighting isn't really going to help. But we'll see. Okay. Well, again, I suppose we can try to stay as far away from them, my god, as possible. I mean, he's going to get attacked either way, and he's most effective in melee range anyway. So, you know, might as well have our tank actually do some tanking, while everyone else hangs back. I suppose, since these enemies can easily reach Atantuo, but not anyone else, they are pretty likely to actually stop and try attacking him, rather than trying to reach anyone else. So, it seems like this is working pretty well. And while he is taking some damage, all it's going to take in the end is, you know, one... Well, healing strikes obviously helps a lot in that regard, but just one single target heal, which is very cheap, of course. And everything's good. There we go. That was a pretty weak heal, but it was enough. We got some energy back as well. Okay. Oh, this is the exit. Huh, that was easy. Assuming we can actually leave. But it looks like... Yeah, we totally can, actually. Huh, interesting. Wasn't expecting to end up on the same map. Also, what is this? Can we actually just sleep here? Oh, that's fascinating. Let me save here again. Okay. Well, we don't want to do that because presumably that's going to reset everything inside the dungeon. Although I suppose it would have been worth confirming that. Where are we? Aram Peaks. We are over here somewhere. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Somewhere past the ice gate. So yeah, that makes sense. Can we... Yeah, we can see where we were. Okay. Further south than I expected. That's... okay. Okay, now I see. Now I finally have everything in perspective, basically. When you emerge from the valley, you immediately start to shiver. You stand atop an enormous glacier, and the wind instantly cuts through to your bones. What? Yes, cuts through to your bones. There are no signs of settlement up here. Not even the row can eke out a living in this cold, thin air. Yet somehow this is where they decide to make all of their most momentous decisions. To the east you can make out an elevated roadway. The ancient stones barely poke out over the snow. It is the highest expanse of the pilgrimage road. It heads north and south. Also we got the medal, the Ascent. Oh, okay, there are enemies around. But, actually, before I move any further, I want to return back here and just... Ah, okay. So just leaving was enough. I had a feeling that maybe that was the case. So... let us not do that. Yes, okay, so actually leaving the map and re-entering, even if you don't rest in between, respawns the enemies. That's interesting. I don't know if I really knew that. Anyway, haste it itself, summon something. Okay, let's confirm it's an illusion. Okay, that was not a ton of damage though, all things considered. Okay, yeah, that's more along the lines of what you expect. Okay, resisted blind. We did not resist fear. But honestly, that's not so bad. That was a lot of damage though, which I would rather like to avoid taking. The thing is, obviously, again, I'm still in, you know, try to conserve as many resources as possible mode, and thus I'm gonna give it a couple of tries, perhaps. This might not be bad. Well, depending on how quickly the construct moves, gets its turn, we might get a couple of free attacks against the dragon before it gets to actually reach us. And all it takes is maybe for it to lose one of its turns. Because we can kill it pretty quickly. Okay, the thing moved now, but it's still blocking the dragon from actually reaching us for melee attacks, for what it's worth. And it's almost dead, so... okay. It wasted its final action. I like that. I like it when my enemies do that. Block the damage. Wonderful. So much better. Very good indeed. Okay, we did not regain anything from that. Maybe because, well, it was only a single enemy, I suppose. That's one thing. Plus, maybe because it's an illusion, it just by default does not count. I'm not sure. Never quite sure about some of those things. Some of those details. But that's fine. Anyway. There's a closed gate. There's the horde. I mean, I suppose... ultimately, I really don't need to fight the dragon at all. You know, I made my way through. I did challenge it. We fought for a bit. Even though I did not agree to its terms of, you know, pretending to fight. And, you know, it then just failing to stop us from slipping through. That's exactly what ended up happening after all. Except now I'm actually determined to at least, you know, try to fight it for real. Just because I'm kind of pissed at it right now. So, yeah. It's back to full health, and stats look about the same as before. I'm just assuming it's not going to run away again. Seems like we've cornered it. So, this is gonna be it? The real fight? This is where the real fight begins? Yep, and we don't even need to talk anymore, I suppose. We're past that point. Stun resisted, unsurprisingly. We're blinded. And she's a 40% penalty to hit. Okay, so that's not just a straight up 40% chance to miss or something. Or something even worse than that. So... I had been wondering before because, you know, I performed at least 2 attacks, specifically Chip did, while under the effects of blind, and both of those hit, which, you know, seems at least a bit unlikely. Or, you know, I would have thought that the blind effect would be something that doesn't last very long, but for that time makes it extremely unlikely for any attacks to connect, right? That would seem to make sense to me. But instead, I don't really know what our actual hit chance against, you know, compared to the dragon's dodge chance is. So maybe we have a plus 30% chance to hit. So effectively, this only gives us a 10% less chance to hit, you know. It's probably something like that. Anyway, we basically do what we did the first time around. And hopefully it's going to work out. Resisted everything, but we're dealing good damage. Making her bleed and poisoned. And hopefully landing a couple of debuffs along the way. Should I even go for poison damage? Or just for normal attacks, trying to get the slow. Actually, slow? Yeah, I suppose slow would be really useful. Sure. Yeah, you know what? Just attack normally. Although that is significantly less damage. Just direct damage and also the poison damage. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Maybe I'll go with poison after all. But guess we're having some more dialogue after all. Drothenra was irritated before. Now she's furious. I go out of my way to cheat my deal with the row, to let you pass. Yeah, except we did not actually agree to it this time around. Now you attack me here, in my lair, you fool. Your mother will find your bones after they have passed through me. Not a very pleasant image. I've had centuries here to prepare. Now enjoy my magic. She mutters a spell. A shade appears on a nearby platform. A ghost. No, not a ghost. It's not a dead person. Instead, it looks just like you, only translucent and mindless. Whatever it is, it's unstable. It starts to fade the moment it fully exists. It begins to walk slowly toward the living human that shares its likeness. Interesting. Where exactly? I suppose it must be this platform, because that's the one that we don't fully see? No? Oh, there's one more. Unstable and walking slowly, so... Is that supposed to mean that, I don't know. Do we need to try and kill it before it reaches us? Oh, you know, it's probably going to trigger some sort of explosion when it reaches the person that it's a clone of. That's what it means by unstable. I was thinking, is it just going to die on its own, and we just need to basically stay away from it or kill it, you know, stay away from it for long enough before it has a chance to do anything bad? We'll see. I mean, all our range attackers are back here, so they should be able to turn around and attack the thing as soon as it comes into view. Okay, unfortunately, she evaded here. Okay, 20% physical evasion. Right. That's fine, though. You know what? Play it safe and heal him. Poison. Okay, that was not actually amazing. I guess I was critting a lot earlier in the first round against the dragon. Maybe. Also, this illusion thing, shade or whatever, it's not actually coming into view, so yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. But I suppose I'm not really complaining. Gives us more of an opportunity to just layer on the damage here. Why is she not getting more poisoned or bleeding? Did she cure herself in the meantime? She probably did. I'm just not paying very close attention to exactly what's going on, I guess. She is resisting all of our debuffs this time around. Yeah, and she does keep curing herself. Fair enough. Okay. This thing continues to be basically a non-issue whatsoever. Okay, healing strikes, sure. Nice to have. Well, we might not really be... Ah, there we go. Okay, and it's called Chip. Well then. Okay, so he's ensnared, but I think he's still gonna be able to charge and, you know, charge back into melee with the dragon, which I'm planning to do. Actually, can I have you go there, cure him? No, okay, that's a cost to your action. That's fine. Okay, perfect positioning as well. Okay, I should have actually checked the stats. Okay, so not completely trivial health, but we did slow it and weaken for good measure. Wait, oh. You can attack from there, though. No need to take 3 steps. Okay. Now we have the next one to deal with. Right, you can drink a potion, because that was pretty heavy damage. There we go. Finally hit her again. Oh, that thing is not dead. That's unexpected and unfortunate. I would like to have Chip attack this one instead, and yeah, okay, I was hoping for Ray to get a turn to finish off that shade. You know what? You might as well drink your final potion. There's no reason to save that for anything. You can actually use a shock for slightly better damage. That was, well, a bit underwhelming. But okay, if you resist it, I like that. Again, almost dead, but there we go. Now, a decent amount of time passed in between the summoning, you know, the first and the second shade, I should say. So with any luck we have a couple more rounds before the next one is called. Critical for 167, not bad, not bad. You know what, I'm kind of tired of this thing being here, so I'm just going to go ahead. Whirlwind. There you go. Heal him. Oh, you can't attack from there. Ah, not anymore. Annoying, but oh well. Another Poison Rain. She's getting pretty low on health here, and she has not done anything new in a while, so I'm guessing that this is just it. No more tricks. Not even worth throwing another Poison Rain her way. Fear resisted, because we're basically immune to mental effects. Okay, of course. One more of those things, and she dead? Yeah, she's basically dead. Okay, so you just attack the construct. And we're gonna allow her to just die from natural causes, aka poison and bleeding. There we go. And just as she summoned another final shade, and achievement popped up, the most dangerous game. Well, honestly, that is not true whatsoever. Compared to the worm? Was it just the worm? The ice worm? The frost worm? Not sure. Or was it, in the end it was actually a naga, right? I don't even remember anymore. Anyway, that thing, that was so much worse. I suppose not necessarily the boss itself, although it was also pretty nasty, but just that combined with, you know, the weight to it. This here, by comparison, was, you know, really not so bad at all. All this time, because, you know, ever since extremely early in the playthrough, when I randomly saw the achievement about, you know, killing the dragon, I was somehow building this up in my mind to be like the super boss, you know, like a Final Fantasy post-game super boss. But yeah, clearly that was not quite it. Anyway, you strike the dragon with a mortal blow. It takes her a moment to realize what happened, then a moment more to believe it. Her body shudders. I was a fool. All these years not angering Haven. Then I stay behind just to protect my horde. Oh, she collapses. Truly our flaw, she gasps, and blood sprays out of her mouth. So mighty and wise, and then die for gold, for... Oh. And then she is dead. Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong there. But we have also have this thing, this Ray ghost to deal with, and with any luck we're never actually going to find out what these things will do once they you know, reach their target. Evaded. Ooh, okay. But yeah, we should easily do this. Okay, no problem. And here we get money and more money. Alright. The gate somehow magically opened the moment the dragon died. A reaping charm. Okay, oozing strikes and bloodletting. I mean, I have to give this to him, right? To give him back some of the bloodletting that over the course of the game I have taken away from him. I mean, he still has some. Now he has a little bit more again. Yeah, he has 2 runes that give him some. And then this one. Well, now back to 2 charms. Plus the oozing strikes. Is that also a passive thing? I hope so. Okay, we got some more stuff. A lot of money and an infernal plate. That looks pretty cool. Just looking at the graphic here. Okay, let's see. Tier 3 armor, 80% absorption, 2110, 20% stun resist, 20% speed penalty. No slots. It does increase magical damage. Interesting. No slots though, why? I would so like to use this. I mean, healing strikes is always really nice to have, and nice to just stack more of that. Plus the plus 5 magical damage, I mean, that's absolutely ideal, of course. It's an item made exactly for the kind of character that I changed Chip into. But the fact that I cannot even slot a single speed bonus rune in to, you know, try to make up for the penalty. The same penalty as the base plate armor. Wait, he's not even using plate armor. Wait, why is that? Hold on, why didn't I give him the plate armor? Oh, because he's using the... never mind. He's even using the more lightweight armor. Right, of course. So, right now he doesn't even have this 20% speed penalty. Yeah, no, I just can't give him this. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's 5 damage. Which is not nothing, but, you know. It feels lame not to use these unique items, you know, as opposed to just the store-bought ones. But it's just factually worse. I mean, yeah, it's more damage, I suppose, but everything else, and just being slower and acting less often in combat, ultimately means that he's gonna maybe miss out on an entire attack over the course, maybe, you know, or maybe more than one entire attack over the course of a fight, ultimately losing out on way more damage than those 5 points of bonus damage would give him, right? I mean, is my math off there? I don't think it is. So, yeah. I guess in practice, it really is not better damage in the end. Anyway. It's what it is. We slew the dragon, obviously, not primarily for the loot in this case, but just for the sake of doing it. Because it was an annoying reptile that, you know, deserved to be showed its place, I guess, or something. The thin, cold air of the Aran Peaks is starting to wear you down. Not even the native row can last up here on this harsh glacier forever. You quietly curse Prince Sutter for sticking you with this job. Your energy is slowly draining away. You desperately hope to find warmth and shelter from the elements soon. Is that so? Are we actually losing energy here? I wonder what that would mean. To the north you can see the Ice Gate, the huge stone fortification blocking casual travelers from entering the Aran Peaks. Not surprisingly, it is crawling with rebels. When they see you, they run behind the gates and prepare for an assault. Those warriors foolish enough to challenge Haven are camped here behind high walls, preparing to flow down from the mountains. There are hardly enough of them to fight your empire, but they are too numerous for you to challenge them correctly. Correctly, it's an odd choice of expression. Challenge them correctly. I think the more appropriate thing to say would be that there are far too many for us to attack them and survive. Not just be horribly slaughtered. But okay, if you approach the fortress, you may be able to parley. You have no chance of defeating an entire army, even a small one, by yourself. That's what you think, game. Well, you're probably right about that, but still. Are those slimes coming after us? Because I feel like they are, and... Okay. I still somehow managed to slip around them, and I have no idea how that worked. But I'm not going to question it too much. This is kind of awkward. Let me just save here. Oh, wait, this is even more awkward. They can't follow me in here. That's not fair. I don't want to fight these things. Mainly I just want to find out what happens when I enter from this side. Okay. There are some enemies. Kinda tough, but not that bad. I'm assuming another ballista or artillery. Alright. Rokaj Rebel. Yep. Gates are closed to us, of course. But I am curious... Oh, okay, we got some enemies spawning in this entrance area here, just like the other... Or just like on the other side of the same map, I suppose. Problem is that we're gonna have to deal with these stupid slimes when we come out, right? They're still gonna be there. Yep, sure enough, and... Oh, I cannot even... That's funny, I cannot even move, of course. I can just wait. They're gonna be there. Can I just not be followed by these things? That would be so nice. I'm probably not going to be able to shake them off, though. But maybe. No, I mean, we're... Honestly, I should just go ahead and rest. They did put that bed there. Which was awfully nice of them. What's going on here? This seems kind of meaningful. I suppose it's not. Bunch of ruins, which is actually interesting. I mean, were conditions on this mountain once more hospitable? So that, you know, someone thought it was a good idea to actually build a settlement here? You find a ruin, the remnants of a small settlement. Once, very long ago, someone tried to found a town up here. All that remains now are the few shattered stone walls, many centuries old. Occasionally, a pilgrim to Prova Krug has used these walls for shelter. Otherwise, nobody has actually lived here for, most likely, recorded history. Okay, that's a long time. A spectre floats into view out of the snow. It is the ghost of an ancient warrior. It wears spectral armor of an archaic style, and it holds its massive ghostly blade in two hands. When it sees you, it turns and runs. With astonishing speed, it sails over the ice to the southeast. Okay, I only saw this one ghost actually moving north. There's another one that way. So... I suppose one of them supposedly ran this way, and now I've actually managed to corner myself with this slime here, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with them. Oh well. A spectre floats into view out of the snow. It's the ghost of an ancient warrior. Okay. Still running to the southeast, even though it should be northeast at this point. Of course, we knew that the Nameless Library was here, because it was, you know, already marked on our map a long time ago. Oh well. Let's defeat these slimes, I suppose, and then go ahead and rest in the Infernal Passage. Might as well make use of that option. I hope this is not going to be much of an issue. In fact, I think I can afford to use some of my last mana for a little buff like that. Of course, she's basically completely out. I mean, yeah, she's down to 1 energy, so no more area spells for us, unfortunately. However... Oh, actually, he's completely out. Oh, that's annoying. For some reason, I thought he had one energy left. Oh, this would be so perfect for some whirlwind. Oh well. It's fine. So far, these ice puddings have not actually done anything bad. And unfortunately, now this one has decided to pin Chip down, who I was planning to maneuver down this way to actually use some whirlwinds of his own. Why do I keep... Well, that's fine. Weakening all these enemies to be almost dead. That's just not helpful. Oh well. There. I mean, he can technically move now, but... Well, we'll see if it works out. At least, if nothing else, these puddings have not been very dangerous. And okay, I guess it has actually worked out. There we go. Perfect. See, and that would not have worked if I had given him the heavier armor, slowing him down. Because he would not have gotten his turn in time, probably. Not that it really mattered in this case, but, you know. Anyway, so... Can I actually run into these ghosts? Okay, I guess I must have run into some of them without even realizing. And that always triggers the same message. So, I sent them all to the library now, for what it's worth. Okay. That's a different group of shades and skeletons, it looks like. What are you? I can't quite tell what those are supposed to be. You continue to laboriously climb the glacier that fills this valley. You get colder. The crevasses grow more frequent. The few hours of vacation you got back at Port Osborne, hunting and feasting, are a distant, taunting memory. Port Osborne. Where now? Hours of vacation at Port Osborne. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. The valley curves around to the north. Ahead, through the mist and snow, you think you can make out lights. A line of torches in the far distance, leading the way to the summit, to Provacru. Port Osborne, is that all the way down here? It is. Holy crap. What? Did we have a vacation in Port Osborne? What a weird thing to reference this deep into the game. And I suppose it's technically still only been like, well, 100 days, I guess. So, a bit over 3 months. So, I guess the prince would still remember his arrival in this province, in the Rokaj, at Port Osborne, and the first couple of days of his stay here, or hours, I guess, somewhat well. But for me, it's been, well, honestly, I'm not sure how long. This is, I guess I could do the math. This is episode, I don't even know exactly which episode number. 66? Is that right? Something like that, right? 4 episodes a week, except that I took a bit of a break. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not been 3 months. But anyway, Port Osborne. Yeah, that didn't immediately ring a bell. You see another ruin ahead. A crumbling, massive tower built by forgotten people centuries ago. Maybe Ro, maybe those who were here before. Why would they build such a monument this far up? Was the mountain warmer then? Anyway, your musing doesn't last long. The dragon knocks all such thoughts from your mind. What dragon? I killed the dragon. It's an enormous beast, light blue scales gleaming in the faint sun, circling over the tower. The many humans traveling up here have attracted its attention, though it declines to hunt the Ro. It circles above several times, then it lands on the top of the tower and disappears from view. How unexpected. Huh. I discovered what now? Oh, here. Oh, this tower. Okay, this, yeah, I suppose. This didn't look quite as imposing as I had imagined. Solora's Jaws. So, surprise, there is a second dragon. One that's maybe actually difficult. We'll see, I suppose. All these enemies seem to be just wandering about randomly and not chasing me. I do appreciate that. Although, yeah, no, never mind. They're just all patrolling randomly, except, no. I was going to say, maybe slimes are always going to be super aggressive and persistent. But I guess I really was just that one pure slime group. What's going on here? Outside Provakrug, yes. At last you're close to Provakrug. I mean, maybe I don't actually want to be, and obviously I'm not going to enter it. But, oh well, here we are. Torches by the highest crumbling remnants of the pilgrimage road lead to the stone circle at the top. You look at one of the monuments lining the road. It's carved with names and dates, long lists, nothing else. You don't know what these Ro had to do to earn being memorialized up here. You look upward. Even from here you can already make out the bands of armed Ro milling about up there, most of whom hate you, who dream of revenge on the Empire. You are far from home. You doubt that the enchantments that protect your life have power up here. Yet they demand that you speak for Haven, so you have come. One way or another, your journey is about to come to an end. Except that you're getting a bit ahead of yourself, game, because there's still at least one side quest to... Well, actually, there's more than one side quest to complete. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised we haven't found the final book in the Dragon Slayer. That would have sounded... No, you know what? As I said that, I remembered that we are literally heading into a place called the Forgotten Library. So yeah, if there is actually one place left where I can reasonably expect to find the final book, I guess it would be there, huh? And not the Dragon Slayer. I mean, you know, if there weren't a place called Library, I guess the Dragon Slayer would not be a terrible place to look for a valuable, rare book. But, yeah, anyway. The Harvester. Right, we're still waiting for that one, I suppose. I guess I'll... Before I head into Provakrug, expecting that to be leading to the actual end of the game, ultimately. I will check one final time with Faalis, was it? Also, why did I not fully explore this? Silly of me. Was I too afraid of those wandering slimes? Okay. And just filling in the last little nooks and crannies here. Those guys are just walking up and down the road. Maybe they're not even hostile. Just on the off chance that they're not. There's a band of row warriors traveling on this road. Even though they are bundled up, they are still shivering. Their oak staves and leather armor makes you think that they are from the Kranus Woods. They seem to be kind of lost in the fog and wide open areas. They don't notice you until you're close. Then they draw their weapons. Let's assume that they're not part of the rebel army. And maybe just trying to find the, trying to find Prova Krug to participate in the gathering there. A slightly more peaceful gathering. Approach them. When they see who you are, they lower their staves. The druid in charge says, "You are the Prince of Haven. You are going to answer to the Rokaj at last. We travel to Prova Krug. We want to take part in the decisions. Now we will see you be challenged." Yes. Tell me more about Prova Krug. The druid shakes her head. Oh, her head. Okay, sure. We don't know what you... We don't know what you know, and we don't know what the wolf would allow us to say. Why would you care? So, are you on the wolf's side, actually? So maybe you are my enemies. We must be neutral up here until we hear what you have to say. Okay. You go to see the challenge against me? Yes, the Kranus is full of debate now. We don't know who to side with. We need to hear you and the wolf make your arguments. Then we will decide who to support. Well, fair enough, I guess. Wow, you take part in rebellion against us, you must die. That seems a bit extreme. You should go? Yes, we wish you wisdom. Haven has been cruel to our forest, but we don't want war. Also, have you heard that things have been starting to change for the better lately? You know, new governor and all? Just saying. Shivering, they move off to the southwest. They'll have to struggle to find shelter before they freeze. Yep. Not my problem, thankfully. And also, even though the game kind of made it sound like I needed to worry about that myself, that does not actually appear to be the case, and, you know, I don't mind that one bit. And I do appreciate that there is just this random bed that I guess we're gonna share, which sounds, pretty warm, if nothing else. If maybe a little bit awkward. But okay, here we are, fully rested and ready to, I suppose, start by heading up to the upper ice gate and see what we can and cannot do there. I mean, I'm not expecting to find a way into the actual interior of the fortress, but there were some enemies to engage and, might as well see if they're guarding anything. And after that, I guess it's gonna be the library next. Just out of curiosity, I did save, probably multiple times. Can we just fast travel away from here to the tower, for example? Yes, it will only take me 12 hours too. I suppose we have cleared the way through the passage. Nothing really stopping us from going through there. So, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Just about as much sense as anything else. Okay, that's good to know. So we can find Nilzicek, I suppose. Yes, Nilzicek. We are looking for him, right? Yes. No. Actually, Nilzicek is the one who sent us. Ezekiel left. Right, so we're actually looking for Ezekiel. Well, either way. We are going to head there and see what's what, and if we can find that final book. And, then probably go ahead and turn in those 2 final side quests before dealing with the other dragon, the actually dangerous dragon, perhaps. But, in all likelihood, that's not all going to happen next episode. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.